This is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Today I got Curt back on the channel. He's got a new RV. This thing is crazy. It's a 4-wheel drive, all done by UJoint Off Road in Fletcher, North Carolina. That's where I got my van done. He's ready to hit the road for the summer and he's gonna give us a tour, so join us.
Hey Patrick, thanks for having me back on the channel. It's my third time here. I'd like to give you a tour of my new rig. This is a 2020 Thor Daybreak. It's on a 2019 Ford E350 chassis. It's a 23 dB, so it's about 24 feet long. I've been traveling now for 8 summers. Me and my wife are both teachers. We leave for the summer. So again, this is our 8th summer going, so this is what it's kind of evolved to. I started with a Jeep and a trailer. We had a Dodge conversion van, a 97 Dodge conversion van. Then I also had a 4-wheel drive Ford E350, and now I've had this for the past 2 years. We bought a Class C knowing that we wanted to eventually put 4-wheel drive on it. I wanted something on a Ford chassis because I know UJoint is who did the conversion for me. They only work on Fords. So that was part of the motivation why we bought this RV here. These are 33-inch tires, Fox 2.0 shocks. They're custom spec springs. Underneath here, they got a custom sway bar. They did 14.5-inch diameter brake rotors. They did Dynatrack knuckles. Everything's serviceable. UJoint did a custom bumper with Baja lighting. We got an amber, a spot, and a fog. They did the worn winch here. We have an Anderson plug right here. This gives us access to the battery underneath the hood, so we actually don't have to pop the hood. Here's a front receiver we use for multiple things, firewood, anything like that. Stuff we don't want inside the RV here. We actually changed out the grill. It had the chrome grill. UJoint put a black one on for me. It gives it a little more toughness look to it. Again, we add a little more flavor to it, so I kind of played off Thor. I added some Thor stickers. Here's Thor's hammer, Thor's and Adventures. We added the Avenger stickers there, give it a little more customization. We have this is the fresh water tank fill. Here is the onboard generator that runs off the gas tank, which is great. It also has a sensor, so if the gas ever gets too low, that has an automatic safety shut off that will cut itself off. Here's our 30-amp plug service. Here's our cable line right there. Hot water here, we added these little vents for protection. We don't want any kind of critters or bugs or anything kind of growing nests in there. Here's the back of the fridge, the vent for the fridge. Again, we have dually wheels, so UJoint did dualies on these things. We have the 2 air lines, so it gives much easier access. So when we do inflate and deflate. Here's our fuel tank. Here's the gray and black water access. Easy peasy. Again, UJoint did a custom rear bumper. So here's where the black water tank goes. They added a spare tire for us, so when we do go on the beach, especially on a beach state park, one of the things they require to go on the beach is a spare, so we need to put a spare somewhere. UJoint also put these custom storage boxes on the back for us, which I have different things. You know, these are all my bike gear in here. Here's my water closet. I have different water like rafts and fins and whatever else is going on in here. We put a little storage tray up top for more firewood or anything that's, again, we don't want inside. We have a bike rack, so when we get to places, this RV is small enough, it's 24 feet, which we love because it gets us most places, but the places that we can't get to with the RV, we bring e-bikes. So this is our e-bike rack, so I'm able to carry 2 e-bikes with us. So when we are parked, we can just unload the bikes, get around town. Also, we have a little custom step on the bumper. It gives us access to the top part here. Eventually, we do want to put solar panels up there. It is solar ready. Eventually, we're going to add some solar panels up there. It hasn't happened yet, but eventually I want to. And then what I love about this RV is the garage space. Now, it has 2 doors. There's a door right here. There's also a door that's back there, but I kind of blocked that door off with the storage boxes. I thought that door was kind of useless. I have anything I need to get to, I can still access here. There's little lights in here, and it just fits so much. It's made of plastic, so anything that's wet or dirty, it's not gonna rot out the floor. I mean, I have a 3rd bike, so we travel with 2 e-bikes in the back. We have this 3rd fold-up bike. I have 2 one-wheels, an inflatable kayak, an inflatable paddleboard, a couple beach chairs, all the hoses and cables and everything I need for the RV itself. All my outdoor kitchen equipment is out here. I mean, this garage area is huge. I love this thing. It gives us a lot of storage. Perfect. Another reason why I love this RV is because I have not seen a floor plan yet that matches this one. We've been to a lot of RV shows. Like I said, we've been traveling for this is my 8th summer going out. We've seen a lot of different RVs, and I've seen a lot of similar floor plans, but not one that actually matches this one. So I'd like to show you inside too. So we'll give you a quick overview, all right? This is what I love about the RV, this layout. Most RVs you see this small, 24 feet in length, a lot of times what they do is they have the fridge and or closet on this side where the sink is. So it kind of compartmentalizes this bedroom, so it kind of closes everything off. This RV, obviously, as you can see, has a fridge freezer on this side with a closet on this side, and it keeps everything open. It kind of feels like a van in a sense. Like there's windows everywhere. You have access to look around every 360 degrees, which is awesome. So again, this layout was our favorite. We also wanted 2 separate sleeping areas, which we didn't have to make up. So Class C fit that bill. Huge sleeping area up here. Now when we travel with my dog and we travel with 2 cats. The cat's area is up here. The dog usually hangs out down here. But again, this is a dinette. Obviously the dinette folds down to a sleeping bed, or sleeping area. We barely ever use it as a sleeping area. These, as you can see, these have little plastic coverings. We have coverings on all the cushions. Again, there's more plastic coverings here. There's plastic coverings here. We have a cover on the chair here. We have the covers on the chair in the front. We did this to pet-proof the RV. That's what's going on. We wanted to pet-proof the RV. Obviously, cats have claws. They like to climb. So we wanted to do everything we could to make this RV stay nice and clean and neat. There's a huge TV that swivels out here, which moves the blankets out of the way, but it's huge. And you can see it from the back bedroom back there. All right, so you take a look down in the cockpit area. It's basically standard Ford E350. It does have the Triton V10 engine in it. We did add the S-Pod that controls all our lighting, our ARB air system, fog lights, everything that UJoint did outside. I also have the Garmin Overlander, which helps us out on the road. All right, so over here on this side of the RV, we have some more storage. This is our electronics cabinet. These are just different, we have everything labeled: tools, paperwork, hardware, office supplies. Here's our control board. Uses all our levels of all our tanks with everything going on here. The propane, the battery, the fresh, the black, the gray. This is how you turn all our systems on, propane system, so on and so forth. This is cool. It gives it a little more counter space when this is up. What we really liked as well is in this RV is it has an oven. So we cook a lot in the oven, man. Frozen pizza, chicken nuggets, tater tots. We use that oven a lot, and also a 3-burner stove, which is perfect for us. It does have also a microwave, so it gives us many options of how we want to cook. We have more storage up here. There's a coffee maker, so on and so forth. We have more cabinetry. This is all our kitchen utensils and plates and cups. We have fans. This is a fan to give a little more ventilation when we are cooking. Here's the air conditioner. This keeps us nice and cool when we're plugged into the 30 amp service. We have more storage on this side. Again, we like things nice and easy, labeled, organized. Pets, lights, snacks. We have all kinds of things here. What also neat too about our RV is that we added quotations, different travel quotes around. So as you can see, there's a quote up here: "To travel is to live," by Hans Christian Andersen. One of our favorite quotes is over here. So that's little Teddy Roosevelt. When we were in North Dakota, we heard that quote everywhere. I never would have been president if it had not been for my experience in North Dakota. So we thought it'd be kind of funny to get Teddy Roosevelt doll and put his quote up on the wall. So we have, and there's about 7 quotes. We kind of challenge people when they get an RV. Hey, can you find all the quotes when you're in here? So it's kind of a little game we try to play. Here's our game drawer. We have pickleball, frisbees, all kinds of board games. Electronic Battleship was a big hit last summer. But here's a little game drawer. Here's another drawer underneath the oven, pots and pans. All right, so up here is the sink. It's actually great. It's pretty deep for a kitchen sink here. This is great too. This comes out and goes back in. We have more storage underneath the sink. Garbage drawers, so on and so forth. On this side, we have the fridge freezer. So right now, we're getting ready for a trip. But it's a good size fridge freezer, as you can see. Here's another quote. I haven't been everywhere, but it's on my list. Freezer, again, good size. Here's some more drawers. This is kind of like our pantry drawer. We're getting ready. Here's our closet, so hanging storage. We started keeping some postcards, but they're not really sticking up too well. Here's our furnace. Here's another storage drawer here, again for a little more pantry, canned goods, or whatever we need. And then here's our bedroom. So, good sized bed, windows on both sides. That window doesn't slide open, but that one does slide open. It's also the emergency fire exit. There's storage up top. Here's where we keep our clothing. Right now, again, it's empty. We're getting ready for a trip. We have these hanging lights, which we have little clips on. We got into Polaroid pictures, so we started hanging different Polaroid pictures of places we've been together. We got some glow-in-the-dark lights and stuff in the bedroom. Here's our bathroom. Now again, for this size RV, it's a pretty good sized bathroom. We like the fact that it's not a wet bath. So you have a separate shower, a separate toilet, a separate sink. We travel again with 2 cats and a dog, so we keep the kitty litter box in the shower when we travel. When we need access to the shower, which easily just take it out and move. This shower is nice. Curtain gives a little arced spot here, so it gives you more space inside the shower. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6'2". I get plenty of height, plenty of headroom. We changed out the shower head. I forget what this is called, but a lot of good reviews when you start looking at RV upgrades. Little storage cabinet here for our toiletries. Some more storage in here. Little sink. What we did too is this tile. This is stick-on tile backsplash, I guess you'd call it. Before this was a kind of weird, ugly pattern, so we just got this tile. We just stuck it right on top and made it look a little more classy, a little nicer, cleaner. There is a rule too in our RV. No number 2, only number 1.
Well, this is the number 1 floor plan. I love this floor plan. This is a very open space. Corner bed, that's a double bed. You guys fit fine in there.
Double bed, yep.
Shower, bathroom's a good size.
Yep.
This is like your traditional floor plan. What I like about it is there's no slide out, right? So there's no mechanical gears or mechanism that's going to get stuck. Because you're going to be on the beach. There's going to be salt in the air.
That was part of That was part of the motivation too. Buying a Class C, it kind of hit all the buttons, all the check marks we were looking for. We didn't want to slide because we knew we were going to eventually put 4-wheel drive on the Class C. To me, 4-wheel drive mixed with a slide out, kind of you're asking for trouble. So you start jostling around in different trails and whatnot. That slide to me is going to come off track, and I think it's going to cost more hassle than it's worth to me. So I wanted a small RV, no slides, on a Ford chassis, and this is what it's coming down to, man. This is kind of turning into my dream rig here.
And just about 6 years ago, a little bit over 6 years ago, I brought my Airstream camper van down to UJoint Off Road in Fletcher, North Carolina, and I had 4-wheel drive put on mine.
Yeah.
And not only does it look cool and function better, but it drives better.
Yeah.
Like driving down the highway with what UJoint Off Road does to suspension, it's unbelievable. It's like driving a Cadillac.
It was night and day. So we actually drove it back. So we got it down to UJoint. In December, me and my wife drove it down. So she actually followed me. I drove the RV, she drove a car. We stayed over, we drove home the next day. It was done a couple months later. I was down there for a wedding, so actually we drove again to pick up the RV. I drove the RV home, she drove the other car home, and it was night and day, man. It was a dream driving home. It was a completely different ride. It was amazing. It was way worth the investment. I'm a believer where you get what you pay for. It's worth spending the money if it's worth what you want. You don't want to do it right one time. Do it right the first time. You're gonna regret later down the road if you try to cheap things out. You're gonna have problems later on. Do it right one time. That's what I kind of go by.
And this is the V10 engine. This is kind of like what I have in mine, just a little bit newer version. Mine's a 1997, got 106,000 miles. This thing has, what, 30,000 miles?
Not even 20. I think it has 19,000 miles on it right now.
Wow.
I bought it used. It had 7,000 miles on it when I got it. So I've had it for about 2.5 years. So we put another 10.
You had it, you went on all your trips with it. You knew exactly what it drove like prior.
Yep.
Put some money aside. When it was time to do the 4-wheel drive, done it, and I think it's worth every penny.
Oh yeah.
You see these motorhomes all over, but you don't see many 4-wheel drives.
No.
So you increased its marketability of resale down the road, because people look for these. Because if you want to go beach fishing, you need something like this.
Yeah, this is a rare. I mean, UJoint, I think they did 42 Class C builds last year. So you think about that, 42. I think they just past couple years, they really break into the RV market. If they're doing maybe 40 or 50 a year, I mean, think about that. They've done maybe 7 years. It's not too many out on the road.
No, so. And a lot of them go to Dubai. I know that.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
But the reason why they do mostly motorhomes now, because you can't get a Ford Econoline van, a complete van anymore. They only sell them as a cutaway.
Right.
So like his market of just regular vans, those are starting to get aged, and not too many people are doing the 4-wheel drive upgrade anymore. But now with these Class C's, unbelievable.
Well, it makes sense.
Awesome. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. This is your third time.
This might be it, man. I don't know if I could do anything else after this.
We've done the van. We did a cargo trailer. That thing was pretty cool.
That thing was cool, yeah.
Now you have a Class C motorhome with 4-wheel drive.
All right.
Thank you for the tour.
Thank you, Patrick. Thanks for coming. Or thanks for getting here. Thanks for coming back.